Fair warning, this video does contain spoilers for Far Cry 6. Not that anyone should care, but if you do care, don't watch this video. Far Cry 6 is a good game.
I was acting.
Nah, but in all seriousness, it is kind of a good game. If you can look past the shitty game mechanics, the not so fun combat, the shitty alts, the 6 billion miles of walking you have to do on this map, and the fact that it thinks that it's Far Cry 3 when really it's just Far Cry 6, which is really not Far Cry 3. Nah, but in all seriousness, it is kind of a good game.
I was acting.
I mean, on the plus side, the guy from Breaking Bad is in this, so like, that's cool.
Or was I?
Caveat to that is that there's no boss fight. He only shows up in maybe a handful of cutscenes, and then it turns out that he has like leukemia or cancer or something, and then he kills himself. So the whole game I was just trying to kill a dying man who was trying to cure cancer. Which, when you look at other Far Cry villains, Antón doesn't really bring that ominous big bad guy feeling to the table as much as they did. This game would have been amazing if they did something like they did in the Spider-Man PS4 game, where you spend the first 10 hours of the game fighting someone you think is the main villain, and then it flips it on its head and brings in someone else as the main villain, and it's this really exciting moment. They could have totally taken Anton's story arc, shortened it into 6 hours, and then brought Voss in for a bigger part than he played. Mind you, Voss has his own DLC, but I think it would have been really cool to see old Voss as an actual Far Cry villain, and I think this game would be much more praised if it took Antón, promoted the game as though Antón was the main villain, killed him 6 hours in, brought Voss back, made Voss the villain, and then gave you another 10 hours of actual gameplay. I would also suggest that if you're planning on playing this game in single player mode, to not do that and to find a friend to play it with, and if you don't have any friends, do not play this game. So this game doesn't have a great villain, it doesn't have a great story. You will spend half, if not more, of your playtime running across the map to get to where they want you to be, and then you don't even get to play as the funniest or coolest or most memorable character in the game. Like, you have these really well thought out, energetic characters like Juan Cortez.
The legend returns.
The legend needs to piss, Jefa.
Danny, if you love something, let it go, get shit-faced, and let it come back to you. You try these? I took one for research, now I can't stop. Turn my piss purple. You want one? Before we slit Castillo's throat, we should ask for more flavors.
Or El Tigre.
I will plead for la moral, if you take me.
Welcome to the war, viejo.
So how do we take out the Admiral?
Push-ups are the first step to victory.
My least favorite part of this game is when they killed El Tigre, because that was just fucked up. He didn't deserve that at all. Anyway, they have these beautiful characters who are thought through and thought out and have personality, and then you get stuck playing Danny, who is okay, but isn't as cool or memorable as some of the other characters, which is really unfortunate because I think Far Cry games would be a lot more fun if the character you played as was one of the funniest and more memorable ones. The last thing I want to talk about is the gameplay mechanics, because I feel like the Far Cry team thought they had to change stuff that they were already doing well, but in doing that caused them a hindrance because they came up with this whole new system that wasn't really the greatest. I don't know why they scrapped the ranking method for both weapons and enemies from Far Cry New Dawn and didn't use it for Far Cry 6, because in my opinion that system was sick. I knew exactly what weapon I had to use to be able to fight which enemies at an easier level, but in Far Cry 6 they came up with this bajillion million options thing that I never ended up using because it was too confusing to learn. I feel like they were scared to leave the simplicity of the other system in a full-fledged Far Cry game, but I think that would have made the experience a lot more enjoyable and a lot less stressful to try to figure out why are my weapons not doing enough damage and what do I need to get in order to kill these guys more. Anyway, those are my thoughts, so if you think I was wrong, please leave a like, and if you think I was right, please subscribe. If you want to see my experience playing the Far Cry 6 game with my friend Cesar, it's more of a funny moments video and kind of covers some of the good stuff. Click here, watch here, with this video right there, that one, that's in the middle of the screen right now. I think it should be. If it's not, then I forgot to put it, and that's my bad. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Next review video is probably next Friday, if you care about reviews. If not, I do gameplay videos every Monday. Anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.